are in New York City, and we're bringing to you, we are Three Rooms Press. I'm Peter Karloftis.
And I'm Cat George.
But actually, we are the plaguearists. We are the plaguearists. We have taken the plague from 100 years ago. We stole every germ from it and have brought it here 100 years later to infect humanity with creativity, with art, with poetry, with writing, with thought. We are going to infect humanity with that sort of plaguearism. And we stole. So what if we stole? We're plaguearists.
Yay! And we're so happy that you're here with us.
We are here today
our show.
to celebrate our 2021 volume of Maintenant. It's number 15. And that's why we're here. We've got some of the contributors here from the international scene. I think we've got about 13 of them today, or 12 we're going to present to you. They're going to present their pieces or their art or writing pertaining to the theme of this year's book, Humanity, the Reboot. After 2021, we need a reboot. After 2020, excuse me. We needed a reboot. And this cover art was done by Adele Rodriguez, who is a Cuban-American artist who's been seen. I'm sure you've seen his art on the cover of Time magazine
or Der Spiegel.
A lot of he's been getting a lot of traction all over. And if you look at this cover, it's called Side Effects. And if any of us have looked in a mirror over the last 18 months, I think you see part of yourself right here in this fractured, area of distances. So that's why we love this artist, this cover, and we love our journal Maintenant. And this is number 15.
And we're going to be featuring today, artists and writers from Europe today. We have represented Holland, Germany, Ukraine, France, Italy, Belgium, Turkey, and what else?
Poland.
Yay!
And the UK.
Yay! All right. So I'm so glad to have you all here today. Peter, why don't you go ahead and tell us a little bit about what the
should I read the intro?
What the theme is for this issue?
Humanity, the Reboot, Maintenant 15, and Humanity, the Reboot is the theme. So all the work, 240 artists inside, all of that work is thematically inspired by Humanity, the Reboot. So we've got 33 countries and 6 continents. Next year we have Antarctica covered, so we'll have 7 continents. We're very proud of this, to have all 7 continents in number 16. And we'll talk about number 16 at the end of the show. We've got our submission period coming up. So I'm going to read a quick part of the intro, and then we're going to get started with individual performances from our international contributors. This is part 2. Last week's show was fantastic, and I know that you're going to love this one as well. So, Humanity, the Reboot. Reboot humanity? Ha! With irreversible climate change, bottomless inequality, blatant warmongering, self-obsessed authoritarianism, and a widespread pandemic, who needs the same world now? Who needs it? The Beckett quote, failed better. The Beckett quote, failed better, may have held some significance in the latter stage of the last century. But at this terminus of existence, it would be impossible for humanity to fail any better. This pinnacle of failure is ours. It's ours to behold, and we must celebrate, as we do here inside the pages of this book, Maintenant 15, by creating that which fully reveals the extent of ruin humanity has inflicted upon our planet. Now we fail best.
Hey! Always fail best.
Well, we've done it. So I don't know that there's any more that we can do in that capacity. What we need to do is expose it with more art and more thought and more poetry and more writing and more books in hand. to change this energy of unsustainable energy. So let's make it sustainable from right here. 3 Rooms Press.
Yes, 3 Rooms.
Okay.
Okay. Who's our first performer, Peter?
Hey, we have Volodymyr Bilyk from the Ukraine. There he is. Look at him. He's been in many of our issues. So welcome.
Yeah. Greetings and salutations.
Well, we're going to let you take it over and give it your all. Just take it over there, Volodymyr. Thank you so much.
Right.
Okay. So back in the day, Kazakova, the great Catalan poet, had a concept called fracas. It's this concept describes a failed artist, completing art of failure that unable to achieve anything of artistic success in a common definition of a term. Pardon, I have to.
Hey,
Here we are.
Here we are.
We're covering for you, Volodymyr. Where'd you go?
All right, Volodymyr will be back.
He'll be back.
So
we may have to move on and get when Volodymyr comes back. Maybe you got to call. There he is. Bring it back, Volodymyr.
Volodymyr.
We're bringing you back.
Bring it back. All right.
Yeah, I had a technical problem, unfortunately, because my internet is a shit. Yeah, so Kazakova had a concept of a fracas, which is a complete failure of being an artist in the common sense of the word. And well, in a grand tradition and time-honored tradition of being a big failure and failing better, why not? So I'm going to share my screen and show the piece that was in the recent main tenant. I believe is here. So can you see the screen share? So here it is.
I don't think you can.
Sorry, Volodymyr, you can't share your screen with this service. So
okay.
No.
Yeah,
Okay. Can you show my piece? Can you show my piece in the magazine? That would be much more convenient. No? Okay, then I'm gonna read it. So the piece says, unseen, sullen out of field, yo-yo heave, E77 Elkawheat, Ruku, Mere McKick, Velvet Drone Stab. So the piece is from the series of poems titled The Turnham Crusade. It was published earlier in this year by Red Fox Press. And it's a series of poems that were made out of different pieces, mainly from jazz album covers, mainly from Reed Miles because he got the best typescripts. And it's kind of repurposing, recycling different old stuff and making it seem new and writing new poems with old stuff. And this is one of the very last poems made for this project, and it's one of the last poems published in the main tenant. And last year in 2020, I had one of the earlier poems, one of the first poems made for that project. It was like made in 2019 or something like that. It says, banana onion moo, Aztec lobster, matza hello, Simoon, beach smile sigh. That's one of the earlier poems. And, the whole concept is to make a poem that kind of occurs in words. So that's that. And
here is this piece.
Yeah.
And let's do the long version of the screen so you can see it better. And
so it's a collage piece. It's part visual poetry and part just regular text poetry. So it's kind of half as boring as usual.
It's beautiful.
We love your work.
We love it.
Go back to him alone.
Okay. So back to you.
Okay. So now I'm going to read a couple of poems in Ukrainian. So since probably none of you know Ukrainian, that's going to sound like a bunch of sound poetry. But as a Ukrainian poet, you have to sneak in a couple of Ukrainian pieces, just to show your national heritage and culture and stuff. So I'm going to start with the first one. Звив брень шелеп, де мглів долинув шварк, типнає посвист. Раз, дриг, аж миття подих. Майнула хвиля. Думки, осяйний полоск, спалив валвій. Запутав геть, оперит весніє. Химерно щухне. Вихнув стусень, пошум, тяма зорить, розрух. Змружене пурх, згадалося, плескіт мороку. So this poem is about, a little physical feelings that you get when you're kind of asleep, but you're not really asleep, but this middle state in between. And, you kind of feel a lot of things, but it's not completely coherent. And this text kind of bands together a bunch of disparate impressions from that state. So now I'm going to read the other one. And I guess it's going to be second last. So we got the second poem. Луна, очей гойт, чути, чмик шпаркий, шорстке, пусте ковз, схлип горне упоперек. Сміх сувтяв, закляк, повік дзвін, повів, осіння шпих, тінь зойком пашіє, зашморгуючи брови, вихиляс, тавень виверт, мелех передум, сторч вивищується, завзялася мелодія. So this poem is kind of a different take on the same concept. Kind of more deals with eyesight and impression of seeing with your eyes closed, like when the light gets through the closed eye and it gets all the surreal images, the abstract stuff. And I kind of did a recording session, just trying to memorize all the images, all the impressions of images I had during an extensive session like that. Mostly because I was falling asleep during the day and because I, was a bit lazy at that time. So that poem is kind of edited down version of that recording. Okay, and now I'm going to read the last one. That's in Ukrainian too, but it sounds like some poetry more than usual because it's more like some poetry, but in Ukrainian. Okay, here it goes. Дикий сміх розкочується, задумі, зітханнями сходить. Цирк. Савій повік загуло, покотилися слова. Осяй повився поволі, пригинає глибин луну. Очі стелив, зіходить зик, повів, перезва хижичерк. Розмір хильнув, несказанно байдуже, стрепенувсь, брязнув хвостом, називається серпанком. So that's it. Peter, you can take it from here.
That's great. Oh my gosh. I love those.
Excellent.
I love the
Thank you
sound.
so much.
It's so cool.
Thanks.
It's really great.
In the Ukraine to
Yeah.
everybody out there in virtual land and to Facebook and YouTube and I'm sure they're all you can absorb that sort of where you're coming from. That's what we need to do more of.
And
We
thank
need
you
to
for
absorb
creating these
emotions.
these tough times. All right.
Good work.
See,
You can hang on if you want, but
we'll
probably remove you and you can watch
on YouTube or
from now
Facebook.
on, okay?
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to stick on YouTube, so don't worry.
Okay,
All
thank
right.
you.
Bye. That was Volodymyr Bilyk from Ukraine. Thank you to Volodymyr. Okay, so now, Peter,
Yes.
who's our next guest?
We have from Poland, Marta, Janik.
Yay!
Woo!
Hello, hello, Marta.
So nice
Hello.
to meet you. We'll join
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, nice to see you. Nice to meet you all. Warsaw, New York online. It's amazing.
Yes.
And I'm holding in my hands your
Yeah.
magazine.
And
And my
you're part of the family.
Yes.
We love
Yes, I am very happy to be part of this family. And my collage is on page 179, and it's a walking flower. And the title of the collage is Reborn as a Perfect Creature. And I have the original here with me. And as yesterday's was Georgia O'Keeffe's birthday, and as we all know, she was a great friend of flowers, I would like to quote her. A flower is relatively small. Everyone has many associations with a flower. The idea of flowers. You put out your hand to touch the flower. Lean forward it to smell it. Maybe touch it with your lips almost without thinking, or give it to someone to please them. Still, in a way, nobody sees a flower, really. It's too small. We haven't time. And to see takes time. Like to have a friend takes time. And now, at the end, I would like to show you, demonstrate how to create a perfect creature. You take a walking creature, like me, like myself and yourself, and you take a lot of flowers, and you have to make love to flowers.
Marta,
No, put her back up.
Janik!
Yay!
Yay, Marta! That was incredible.
Have a great day. Have a great evening, everybody.
Yes.
Then you can
Keep
have some
creating.
flower children.
Yeah.
Like the 60s, they were flower children.
Right.
And they will be walking.
It was working for a few minutes. Yes,
Okay.
you're right. We did have a few minutes of idealism that existed.
Great.
You're absolutely
I
right.
love your collages. I love your art. And it's so nice to see you. And we'll see you again soon.
Wonderful performance. Thank you so
Okay.
much.
Yeah, thank you very much. Thanks for having me.
Happy birthday, George O'Keefe.
Yeah.
So very nice.
Okay. Facebook user says, this is awesome.
They love your
Okay,
work
thank
too.
you.
Facebook user.
All right. So I'm so glad that we're doing this. This is our second annual International Virtual Dada Festival. We are now on, there's a lot of numbers here, session 3, European Dada Superstars, Part 2. Wow. Okay.
For
So
Maintenant 15.
yes.
This is our 14th version. The first one was done by Arthur Cravan in 1913. It was a little zine that he stapled together and filled with a wheelbarrow and pushed a wheelbarrow around like racetracks in France and sold for any money he could get for them. And he was quite the provocateur and a great story. Look him up, read about Arthur Cravan if you don't know his history. And he's a great inspiration and muse to us in doing what we do. But our main, being a contemporary journal of Dada writing and art, our main thread that comes from that day is an anti-war sentiment, an anti-military government sentiment,
anti-fascism,
anti-fascism, but especially this anti-war. Back in 1915, 16, if you could imagine, all of a sudden there are trenches and there are hundreds of thousands of bodies in there of people you know, people you don't know. It doesn't really matter. You know all of them because they attach to the future of who you are. And they said, if this is what beauty and the Renaissance brought us and art has brought us until now, everything must change. And we are at a point here where we are just creating a voice that is different, that is necessary, that is of that sentiment. So that's how we connect to Dada as much as we can. So,
and our journal is available only online, only in print, not as an electronic version.
right there, you got to hold it in your hand.
All right.
Let's bring up our next performer, our next guest from Italy, a wonderful man. We've met him personally, and we are bringing up.
He has
a special performance for you, Giovanni Fontana.
Hello! Hello! On this occasion, I choose to read a noisy song by the futurist artist Fortunato De Pelo. Zim, zot, zit, zwit, zit, zwat, zit, zwit, zit, zing, zit, 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 zong, zot, 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 zang, zat, 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 zat. Titikla, titikle, titiklo, plep, te, 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 ploep, toe, 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 plap, ta, 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 piep, ti, 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 ti. Opoton, tro, 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 trrrr. Apoton, tra, 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 trrrr. Opoton, tu, 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 trrrr. Tita, tita, titan, ten, 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 tif, nof, kof, kof, ats, nof, kof, kof, tits, nof, kof, kof, ats, nof, kof, kof. Fano, fo, bla. Nifra, ba, 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 bla. Ofanamba, blamba, nofa, stuff, 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 stuff.
Yeah!
Fantastic, Giovanni.
Bye, bye.
Wonderful
Giovanni!
performance.
Oh my
Bye, bye,
God.
bye.
That was-
Next year, we're coming to Rome again. We're going to hang out a
we're gonna
couple of
do-
days.
We're gonna
You
do
know,
performance in Rome.
we're going to do
So-
something in Italy, and we'll definitely see you again. Okay.
Yes.
So, what a wonderful performance! It was just beautiful. Thank you
Wonderful.
for
Thank
saying.
you very much.
We're going to take you off now. Watch the rest on Facebook. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you. Bye. Wow. How about that?
That was
Peter?
fantastic.
Whoa.
Giovanni Fontana.
Yes.
I think
from-
he's Alatre.
yes.
Alatri, Italy. So,
Yes,
he's in
exactly.
Italy. He's not far from Rome because the man came to Rome when we said we were going to be there. He came and showed us around. He was beautiful. He took us for deep fried artichokes. I still think about those artichokes. But,
Yeah.
this
Not to
is
mention
what
an
this is
in-depth
what we're
study of
doing.
architecture,
Not
but-
just the food, not just the this, but the community we create of creativity, of being able to belong to these pages in the book. Each spread, each work belongs. There is no other place for it. Thus, there is no other place for us. And here on this particular broadcast, on this live stream, there's no other place for us still. And it's just wonderful to have Giovanni and Volodymyr and Marta do the work they've done, because there's no other place in the world that it belongs but right here, and it does belong, and we belong.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Beautiful.
All right. So next up, we will have Anouk Van Prague. Bring her up.
Hello,
She's here in
Anouk.
the States, but she is from Holland. So
Okay.
technically, she's an international.
So here is Anouk.
Anouk, please take it away.
Okay. Well, I'm on page 137, and you'll see New York, New York, but it should really say Asheville, Holland, because I have a lot of feeling about being Dutch and still go there and whatnot. In the morning, I walk with the birds and my dog to lighten my step. Their sounds in my head is repairing the chaos. Flowers giggling apologetically for insisting to be there, regardless. They don't know, or do they? The darkness here on earth for so long already, making them sick and weaker, ignoring their needs, throwing plastic in their face and glass in their faces, stepping on them, burning forests, tsunamis of rainfall and drought, the earth shaking under our feet. But nobody would listen. Als ik op een rots zit, omhelst door mijn boom, vraag ik me af hoe het staat met de wereld. Ik zoek naar woorden voor wijsheid, terwijl de regen in mijn hart valt. Drip, drop, drip. Het blijft op me, het blijft bij me. Knock, knock. Who's there? I asked. Duh. Did I not recognize the light? I let it in. Champagne for everyone. Thank you.
Thank you, Anouk.
Wonderful, Anouk. It's wonderful to have you.
Yeah.
You were here in New York. You moved to Maine. Then you went to Charlotte or some North Carolina somewhere. But your heart is in Holland. So
Yeah, for
remember
sure.
that. So
For
when
sure.
you submit to the next journal, to number 16,
Yeah.
please put Holland if that's where you want to be.
Yeah, I will. I will.
So
Right.
it's up to you to tell us where you're from.
Okay.
And I will do more writing in Dutch. I have a lot
Wonderful.
of writing ready.
Okay.
Lovely. Thank
Well,
you so
thank
much.
you so much for joining us. We've got to take you off the live stream.
Okay.
But
I love
watch-
you. I'm so grateful for you.
Yeah.
So grateful. I
We
love you.
Dada.
Watch on the
All right.
Facebook or whatever.
Or
Yeah, I
it's on
will.
YouTube,
Okay.
okay?
All right. Okay, thank you. That was Anouk from Prague.
Yes.
So, well, okay, so now we have, of course, a little more information about our Dada journal.
Put
you know what? We have the
put
world's easiest thing. If you want to purchase this journal, Mindenon 15, then what you do is go to bit.ly/Dada now.
and boom, one
It's-
will be in the mail
it's
to
so-
you in
So,
short time.
yeah, so it's so easy. So bit.ly/Dada now. Okay, so who's our next performer?
Who is next? We've got a duet. We have a duet from Belgium.
Oh,
the
you
one
mean
from
two
Italy.
people?
Two people.
All right.
Two people.
Like us.
Like us. Two
Okay.
people. Another two people.
All
From they
right.
are in Belgium, probably Brussels right now, or maybe not Brussels. They'll tell us.
Okay.
And we have Marina Kazakova and Sara Maino.
Welcome.
And hey, look who's
There
there!
you are.
2-2.
So nice
Two
to
on
see
two.
you. All right, so we're gonna let you take it away.
Did you wait?
Okay.
Are they unmuted?
Yes.
I'm okay. Here we go. A house in the middle of a forest. Trees, many old trees. A stream, water. Thirst to calm my thirst. An oak, a deer. A tender brown leaf. And a violent sunbeam to scratch my skin in the middle of truth. That's what I saw. This word's anticipation is of my drawing, printed in the journal. The title of this drawing is Ritorno a Velo. It means return to Velo. Weile. It's the place of my childhood in the mountain, where I grew up, among trees, where I was hanging all the time. There was a house there. There's a house there. It is surrounded by grass field and non-domesticated trees. Here, the queen is the elegant birch. To reboot to me means to unveil, to recognize and to reconnect. That's what I did. To reconnect with those silvery white tree trunks and trembling pale green leaves, with those sounds which built my listening, with a shaking whisper of firs, which is cold and warm at the same time. This mountain, the big sister, I usually see it from the plain of Alto Garda, northern Italy. That is my origin, my root. One has to go back to the roots. Last year, every day, I walked as much as I could among olive trees, chestnuts, larches, and birch trees. There I found inspiration and for words and signs. I walked to breathe, to forget pain by running faster than it, and to forgive. I walked in search of my mountain, in search of all the fragments of my childhood. They flew finally there, on the purple drawings of a serene mountain, where I return to, through imagination, triggered by Marina's poem.
I imagine a grove of white birch trees, a papyrus forest, the cold earth waking from winter time, warreth the poverty of imagination as the nights grow shorter and the sun touches the ground warmer and stronger. I imagine the snow sinking down, getting heavy and purple, then reincarnating into blue water. And as the snow recedes through the birch fingers, I'm ready, dreaming away our spring at the riverside birch bark teepee. We, a couple of wild Indians, cruising night eras in a paper canoe, stumbling over bitcoins, while the white of the birch is seen by moonlight. It looks silvery and gleaming, as beguiling as Venus. The chartreuse leaves unfurl once more to sing and whisper the timeless analog songs of Siberia. Birch trees are the first ones to populate under the earth's dome. After fires, famine, ice ages, even man-made wars. I imagine a grove with hundreds of tiny seeds spread miles away from the earth, you and me, to break the dormancy of our candles, waiting to be lit.
Wow, thank you.
Wonderful work. Wonderful work.
Thank you.
Beautiful. Wow, where are you in Belgium right now?
We are by Mer du Nord, by the North Sea in Kokzijde.
Wow.
Okay.
All right. Well, how's the weather? Nice or
Very
cold and cold?
autumnal and humid, windy. For Sara, it's very cold here.
Sometimes
Oh, boy.
for me.
All right.
Oh.
Well, you look nice and cozy where you are, and
Yeah.
just keep cozy.
Thank you so much for your
and,
beautiful creations.
If you want
It
to
was
stay
really
on, you
lovely.
can, because we have everybody on that we know is going to be in the show. So if you want to stay
Yeah.
on in the green room, go ahead. And if you want to, you can check out and just watch on the other service. So,
Okay.
and we'll bring
Thank
you
you
back.
so
At
much.
the
Thank
end.
you.
We'll
Thank
bring you
you.
back at the end. So stay put if you want,
Okay.
because we'd like to have you back later. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
All right.
Okay. So we are
At the halfway point.
at the halfway point. I'm going to read a poem by somebody who was supposed to be on the show today, but then at the last minute they couldn't make it. This is by Jamika Ajalon from Paris, France. Resurrection 2020. Ism, schism, infected algorithm, shallow be thy grave. Give thanks for the strength to crush thy mainframe by ink and or by flame. When love disintegrates shame, we who walk askance your gaze, we take back our hallowed name. While binary blisters fester under the balm of tradition, under the malevolent eyes of holy shams, nuclear families, and other holocaust, we have survived to tell the tale and to live as we have always done. The sky burning through this virus screen, posing as air. As we thrive, cutting through the merchant's lies. To crush thy frame by ink and or by flame, where love disintegrates shame. We who walk askance your gaze, we take back our hallowed name. All right, that was Jamika, Ajalon.
Paris, France.
And please check her out, and also
Where's the
check out all the work that's in Mindanao 15.
Where's the little ticker? This
There,
one?
yeah.
There's the ticker at the bottom, Sid.
Yay!
That's
we
a
got
ticker.
Yay for tickers. Okay.
So now we're gonna play a video by Haida Hattrey, and Jane LaCroix is performing in it, and we're gonna just break the performance in half with the video. Enjoy. It was from a performance we did. They did for the Dada for the library, but we weren't able to play it for the library,
Right.
NYP, New York Public Library. So we played it last week in between each show to split up the people who can sign in. And we're doing it again this week. So enjoy.
Enjoy this video by
Haida
Haida
Hattrey
Hattrey and
Jane LaCroix.
Thank you.
Morgens 4 hat Mama aus Ufwelt
In the morning, at 4, our mom woke us up. Quickly, jump into your stable clothing. There are too many rats. Dad filled the manure canal with water. Rats can swim, but not for very long. Soaking wet rats peeked out of it. Soaking wet rats climbed out of it. Soaking wet rats cleaned their little faces. Dad handed us shovels and said, "You only have to strike when the rat is coming out." Mom ran to the first and hit it with strength. Dad hit the hay fork right into its spine. Soaking wet rats ran around. Soaking wet rats were full of fear. One soaking wet rat, she was dead. I thought to myself, I will not do this. Then one ran towards me, and I smashed it hard. There was no space left on the hay fork. All skewered rats screamed and fidgeted. Soaking wet rats were screaming. Soaking wet rats were fidgeting. Soaking wet rats were full of fear. Suddenly, a rat jumped on my hand. I peed in my pants and screamed out loud. Soaking wet rats made me fear them. Soaking wet rats were everywhere. Soaking wet rats made me alert. Soaking wet rats woke me up. All laughed at me because it was just cow shit sticking to my shovel and falling onto my hand. I thought to myself, I'll never do this again. I'll never do this again. And I understood that Soaking wet rats made me aware. Soaking wet rats made me aware who I am and that I can decide and that I can decide.
All right, that was Haida Hattree and
Who is
Jane
from Germany.
LaCroix.
She is from Germany, so she fits the international profile.
Right.
And Jane LaCroix fits anywhere. So,
Yeah, for
we-
sure.
Yeah. So,
Okay, so
thank you so
welcome
much.
to the
Welcome
second
to
half.
part two
Part two
of,
of
the
the second
international-
annual Virtual Dada Show, Session
International
3.
International Dada Superstars.
European Dada Superstars.
International
Part 2.
Dada Superstars.
Right. Okay. So we are here in celebration of Maintenant 15, which you can get so easily by just going to bit.ly/
Right down there.
Dada
See that? See the
now.
pointing? That's not polite to point. It is at our streamer ticker. There you go. Down.
Okay. So anyway, what we're really
And we are the plagiarist, Peter
All right.
Karloftis.
and Cat George.
And we are with
3 Rooms Press. Okay. So I'm really excited to bring up our next reader. And
our first performer of the second half.
That's right.
And we are bringing up Zoe Darling, who lives in, I think, where are you in Switzerland? We got to unmute you. Or somebody's got to unmute you.
Yeah. Okay.
Unmute yourself.
Luzern.
All right.
Where are you?
Luzern.
Oh,
The
Lucerne.
same as Bonnie. I
Oh,
live
yeah,
near
very-
Bonnie.
Wonderful.
Now listen, we want to discuss this because we do start her video.
We do have the
Wait,
video.
just
but
start it.
Listen to me.
Just start it
because
so you can
once
see.
it starts,
Oh, it can't
we
stop?
can't
Oh,
see you
okay.
or hear you. So
Yeah, I know, but we could stop it like that, right? And start it over. Can't we? Do you want?
You can just play
No.
the video. That's fine for me.
Video, we have it up now.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Yay.
Would you rather us use the video because we like you very much and we
Yeah.
like seeing
I
you?
like you too. I really don't mind. Let's play the video.
Okay.
Okay,
let's.
and then we'll
And then we'll
talk
come
at
back
the end.
afterwards.
Okay, we'll come
Okay.
back
Okay.
like this at the
Okay.
end. Okay.
All right. So please welcome a video by Zoe,
Zoe Darling.
Child of a dot.
Child of a dot.
Rebooted.
Rebooted.
A dot arrived through the work of 2 other dots. Circles of coloured lights combine the process of analog colour photography. They belonged to a collection of dots.
A family portrait, a school photograph, a view of a busy street, faces obscured by dots. A dot got bigger.
But that is not something one can see from a great distance.
The grain of silver halide jostling on the enlarged surface of projected film.
A dot experiences the world through holes in time, if time can define a point that is also a tunnel. Child of a lived through a series of holes, caves, and cavities. Experience continuously reenacted by discovering the edges of organic apertures. Mouth, nostrils, anus, ears, entrance and exit points for various vibrations and the ubiquitous optics, micro and macroscopic, that consume light. 2 tiny pupils that learn to draw a face from its holes, simultaneously empty and solid.
A picture of a black hole. A cartoon character places a painted black circle on the line that represents ground and jumps into it to appear in a frame that we do not see.
Child of a dot was born from the point above an eye. She will not be capitalized, but emboldened, revolving in imperfect circles, infinite orbits around words that pretend to sense. So what is the point at the end of this cable?
Wow! Fantastic! I'm so glad we could play it. It's wonderful.
Thank you.
So you're a child of a dot. Yeah.
I'm a child of a dot.
Oh.
We're we're all children of dots.
Absolutely, we are. That
in a field of dots.
I love
at
dots.
least a field of dots.
Yeah, I love dots. They have no weight like their mass, right?
Now, we are the plagiarists, aren't you? Where you're at in Lucerne, don't they have the story of the Black Plague on all the bridges that you cross? So here we are. We're the plagiarists. We belong with you there.
You need to come.
Yeah, we come and we'll put us up there.
You.
We'll put us up there in lieu of the real story, the old story. We'll start a new one.
There you go.
Great.
Thank you so much.
So hang out for a little while. Hang
All
out in the green room. Zoe, darling, thank you so much for your work and your video, and we'll see you, Dot.
Okay.
All right.
All right. This is a beautiful
performance.
We're
what
so
a day.
excited. Let's keep the ball
what
rolling.
An exciting day. In fact, here we go. We're bringing up Sam Dotson from the UK.
Sam Dotson.
So we haven't seen you. Hey, hello. How are you?
So nice to see you. Okay.
Hello.
Yeah.
I am speaking to you. Am I unmuted?
Yeah, keep talking.
I am going to talk to you about collage. I have been rebooted, and I'm talking to you about the collage and its relationships to artichokes. We like artichokes. We like to cook. Collage is juxtaposing all things, including onions, pasta. All things are involved in collage. Collage is doing everything with everything. It is representing the truth. It is representing being surreal. It is representing all sorts of things. It represents putting things together in an unusual manner, the best way you can. And I appear to be floating around in space. I'm being attacked by an article that's not food. How can I cook with this? I want to put things together, bits of paper. Hi, guys. I'm in the show. What do I do? Collage. Dada. It's where it's at.
There you go.
Sam Dodson.
Sam Dodson.
We missed you last week. We got you this week. So
You did, yeah. I got lost in time.
yeah, I understand. Well, we're
who
we're
are you?
lost right now, you know. But
We have Rudolph here. We have Rudolph.
Rudolph. And what is Rudolph's trainer's name?
Oh, Judy. Hi, I'm Judy. You're in London. Yeah.
Oh, wonderful. That was great. But this piece you made specifically as soon as you heard the theme.
Yeah.
They made this wonderful collage sculpture for our journal, and we were so moved by that. That was wonderful. Thank you.
Yeah.
I love.
Peter
Paul.
just said we are good. Yeah, about rebooting, and I just went, oh, I know what I'm going to do.
There you go.
Well, hopefully a little later when we announce the new theme, we've announced it, but we haven't really, you know, it'll go out into the world December 1st.
Yeah.
But we'll be announcing it in this show. Maybe hopefully it'll inspire you.
Yeah.
In a similar
Right. Okay.
I look forward to that. Are you coming to London?
Hopefully
Soon.
next year.
Yeah, that'll be good.
We're planning on a major tour next year.
Yeah.
If we, you know, continue to
make up for lost time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Do it.
Marcel.
Maybe I'll write a poem for you. I love doing
Thank
dance.
you.
I did a poem for you.
We'll bring you back up at the end of the show, okay? We'll bring you back up.
All
so
right.
just hang loose in the green room, and we're going to bring up our next performer.
Our next performer who's been patient and
Sandra Gia. She is
wonderful.
in France now, direct from Athens, Greece, from Malta. That's what we know her from. Malta was that was her handle.
Yeah.
But you know, then she moved to Athens. Now she's back where she belongs, apparently, in France. Where are you in France, Sandra?
I'm in the south, in Perpignan, close to the Pyrenees, close to the Spanish border.
Oh, can we come? We'll fly now.
Okay.
We'll fly there.
You are
right
welcome anytime. Anytime,
Okay.
you are most than welcome. So, my copy of Marta is still traveling, but I have the original here of the piece that I presented this year for this edition. And I've written a poem to accompany this collage. You bought your own extinction in the pages of a glossy magazine and sold your soul to the machine. You and I don't click anymore. Virtually incompatible, says the algorithm. Thumb down, sad emoji. Apologies, we don't read hieroglyphs. A, B, C, decode, lost binarity. Darling, what boots shall I wear for the big reset? I'm suiciding my avatar tonight. Alpha, zeta, meta, in the beginning were the words. Glitches, hitches, witches, exercise language. Depolarize the polar bears, lobotomize the lobsters, galvanize the vulture's wings. Rebel, resist, reinvent, plow the earth with your bare hands. Purr, howl, roar, reward yourself, 0.0. Thank you very much.
All right. Beautiful.
Nearby the Pyrenees is Sandra Gia. We wanted to visit you so much in Malta. We were ready to come, and then you were in Athens, so we said we were ready to come, and of course, look what happened. You know, we've been 18.
You have to catch up with all the places that I've been, because I'm continuously on the move. I don't know where I'll be next year. So every time the country where I am based is the country I am writing for the magazine.
Very
Hey,
good. Very good.
wonderful. Okay. Thank you so much.
So stay on.
and
We'll bring you up
we'll bring
later.
everybody back
We'll bring you up at the end of the show, and we're gonna see you in a few. Thank you so
Okay,
much
thank you.
for
All
your
right.
collage and your poem.
Yes.
From Maintenant 15, that wonderful collage.
Mhm.
And every year, Sandra Gia, we love her work.
Right.
We love everyone's work.
So
that
who's
we-
next?
I don't know. Let's look. Paul from, he's in Berlin. Paulville, come on in, baby.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello. Hello.
You are in
Nice
Berlin.
to see you again.
Nice to see you. Okay, we take it away, Paul.
Yeah. My work is on page 203. This is this work. I actually made these drawings together with a mold. I dig down and put the paper, put some ink, and the mold will crawl through. And this is the result. So here. But today I will do a performance. So I will start now. Blah. Blah. Blah, blah. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, blah, blah. Blah. Blah, blah. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, blah. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, blah. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. Thank you.
Yeah! Bravo! Bravo! Blah, blah!
Bravo! Bravo! I say bravo to that performance.
Wonderful.
Fantastic.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for joining us. Stay on.
Stay on. We'll
We'll
come back
bring you
at
up
the
in a
end.
little bit.
I will. Yeah. Thanks for inviting me.
Okay.
All right.
So we have two more performers.
Yes.
And they're both international. One is here in New York, but she just arrived from Paris, and that's her home. So we've accepted her as an international performer here today. And she's a dear friend. Please welcome Sophie Malaret. So thank you, Sophie.
Hello.
Okay.
Hello.
Take it away.
Thank you. Thank you. So my copy of Maintenant is in Paris because I travel with a little backpack. And I'm going to read the poem in Maintenant. I'm so happy to be here. So happy to see everyone from Brussels and from Lucerne and New York. Hello, Peter and Kat. Thank you for Maintenant. Men on pole, stranded, orange cloud, makes clumsy circle, ciel de neige. Crows, broken wings dive into frozen lawn. Two raisins in the air, rusty beaks. Give me your name, give me your name, give me your name, give me. We will dance yellow leaves, cover snow. All the leaves are gone, you tell me. Toutes les feuilles, toutes les feuilles, toutes les feuilles, toutes les feuilles, toutes les feuilles. Murmur, mist, frost, mildew babble. Bare branches, trunk, middle-aged arms and legs, hands crisscross in morning, noon, all bells, bells moan, agony. Long stare into night. Drank poison water, save for the children, save some for the children, and you, I swear, I'll take them to the mountains, to shore. Breast travels upward. All that I left, all that is left, all that is left, all that I left, whisper. Nothing spins, ping, submarines to the sea. Nothing spins, ping, submarines to the sea. Simple words like memory, hieroglyphs, cut a diagonal, to sunken roofs. All I want is your hand, touch your face. Sand fingers blow promises to wind. I'll take the children and you, yours, far away playground. Imagery swings, cast iron bells. Hear blue whisper. Ciel de neige, ciel de neige, ciel de neige. Wind carries, singing doors, morning bells, noon. The pink submarines is a salmon. Travels upstream with the children and me, always follow the salmon. Child, always follow the salmons. They know. I, blackness. Thank you.
Hey, wonderful.
Thank
Great.
you, Sophie.
That was lovely and a wonderful performance as well of that piece. Thank you so much. And you should stop by. We'll give you a copy. So
I'll give you an extra copy for the States.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Thank you so much. Bye-bye. Stay on and we'll come back together afterwards. But we are so glad to have this show going on. As you know, it has been in support of our Dada journal, and which is called Maintenant. We have published this every year since 2008. And we started in 2008 because the economy was so bad. We figured, let's do Dada. And now everything's bad. So let's do Dada. So we're happy to have this. The theme for this issue is Humanity, the reboot. And our theme for next issue is coming out.
We're going to talk about it after the
We'll talk about it
next
afterwards.
performer.
And what we're going to do also is let you know that our Dada journal is available at bit.ly/Dada now. So we have one more performer. We're very excited. Please welcome to the stage
Syporca, Whandal.
All right, Syporca. So where are you coming from today, Syporca?
From Budapest, from Hungary.
Hungary, of course.
Okay.
Yes.
Wonderful.
And welcome the audience of the Free Room Press, our live Dada show. And I would like to big thanks, because I'm very glad, Hannah, to have accepted my graphics in the publication for the third case. Tonight I have an idea. I invite my great musician partner, Simon Boyan, and probably we have just a common experimental music project. It's called Zuria Weise. And tonight we planned, we will work with the basic support, just the contact microphones and very little technical support. And we try to speak the pages of main things, and I hope we create voices and atmospheric that will be not everyday and regular, such like a reader and a writer even. Please welcome. Thank you so much.
Hey, wow, that was wonderful.
That's what genius! You're
Fantastic.
brilliant.
Genius.
You're brilliant. You're a genius, Syporca.
And we will three books from the sound.
Well,
Right.
well, I only wish you were in more so that you could have made more music. But,
Yeah, that was wonderful.
I hope to.
Okay. So hang in there. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Stay in the room. Go away. And we'll bring you up in just a second. Okay. So we'll bring everybody back. We're going to bring up the last half of performers, and I think Marta Janik is with us too.
Yeah.
So and Marina and Sara from the first half. So what we're doing here is we are saying here is meant, and I'll put this sticker.
Okay.
So we're going to put this up again. Please, if you enjoyed what you saw, and if you enjoy being inspired to belong and create and be heard and what am I doing?
Go ahead.
What are you saying?
Go ahead.
She's pointing. I don't know what she's pointing at.
Good.
Here's the book, Maintenant 15. You can get a copy here. But again, our new Maintenant 16 submission period will start at the 1st of the year.
January 1st.
January 1st. Through March 1st.
Yes.
And we'll see at that point. But I think that's it, the 2 months to create, to be driven, to create from a new year, a new time, a brand new, expansive time that we divide things by. Just think about the newness.
And what's our theme?
The theme is coming. I'm just trying to relate and to the expanse of time. Now our new theme is net zero. No zero, man. It's in. And now net zero is we're going to take as much carbon out of the atmosphere as they put in. Now, so far, that's us. We are the plagiarists, and we are here to create art and inspire art from germs of 100 years ago, from any kind of a plague there is. So, as William S. Burroughs said, the virus is the word. So we are spreading that virus.
The word is virus.
Yes. Anyhow, so what I'm saying about net zero is that at this point, we can't even take the hot air these assholes are talking about, saying they're going to do this and they're going to do that. And then the people are complaining about they're not going to do this and they're not going to do that. We can't even take the air, the carbon out of that air and out of that's in the ground. So we got to do it with art. We got to have a power grab, and with art and poetry and writing, we will make change. We will take it out. We are net zero. Because it ain't going to happen, but in the interim, we're going to happen, and we're going to belong, and we're going to create. It's a power grab, baby. Net zero.
All right. So we'll tell you more about that in the coming weeks. Now
I'm over it, but it's a wonderful place to be. Net zero.
So now let's just have our Dada chant for the end of this show.
Yes, bring everybody back up. We are the plagiarists. Everybody's stand up.
Yeah.
My God.
Wow.
What do we think about net zero? Does everybody like net zero?
Yeah.
Does everybody like it? Okay, good. We're going. We're moving.
Right.
Okay, so right now, let's say Dada, Dada. Anyone?
Dada.
Here we are.
Yay, thank you all for
We did it. We did it.
Thank you, all of you.